Curry? Hey, Curry is one of the best handlers in the league, and when you add his insane scoring ability to it, you have a deadly player who can get past any and everyone. On his good days, he's unstoppable, dribbling past 3 to 4 players like he paid their college fees and absolutely humiliating anyone who dares to guard him. The last thing you want is getting stuck defending him one-on-one because he can embarrass the shit out of you, and it doesn't matter if you're an NBA superstar, a rookie, or a veteran, it does not matter. When Curry's in the mood, he's going to disrespect you, and most of the time there is nothing you can do about it. Today we're gonna take a look at 8 times Stephen Curry disrespected NBA player. Kendrick Perkins isn't much of a basketball player anymore. He likes to spend his time nowadays making noise on Twitter and working as a commentator. Honestly, nobody likes Perkins. He says a lot of dumb things, and it's not a surprise that his bum would see him and Curry get in a scuffle. It was the 2018 NBA Finals, and Steph Curry was having one of his best finals performances ever. In Game 1, Steph put up 29 points, but in Game 2, it was as if he was wearing a blindfold. His shots were sloppy, and his off-the-dribble shots didn't seem to be going in. Just as the third quarter was about to end, Curry completely airballed, and Perkins decided it was his time to shine and talk his shit. What's funny about this is the height difference between the two. Kendrick is 6'10", and he stood up to look down at Steph, but the 6'3" point guard didn't look intimidated. Instead, he took a good look at him from top to bottom as if to say, "Is that all there is to you?" Then he shot at Perkins saying, "You ain't playing tonight." Kendrick Perkins got absolutely zero game time with the Cavs, and the fact that Curry had the balls to basically tell him he sucks so bad that he won't even get a chance to play against him right in his face? Sheesh. Disrespectful. Perkins replied telling Curry, "Steph, man, chill out, man, for real, before I make you smell my cologne." There was a back and forth between both players before they were separated. Curry was pissed because he felt that Perkins was trying to trip him, which Perkins of course denied, saying,
"First of all, I don't know what I did wrong, right? I'm sitting down, I didn't move, I didn't do nothing."
Perkins must have thought that he had gotten into Curry's head, but not quite. He only made things worse for the Cavs because Curry came back with a bang and was hitting threes like it was nothing. This was the same guy that had a below-average performance all night until his exchange with Perkins. Curry dropped 16 points in the fourth quarter alone to lead the Warriors to a victory. Well, at least he didn't get his ankles completely shattered like Curry's next victim on our list. If there's any game that proves that Curry is one of the best ball handlers of all time, then this has to be one of them. It was 2015 Warriors versus Clippers. Now look, I don't know what got into Curry this day, but mans was ripping this Clippers team apart. With a little under 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter of the game, the Warriors were leading 62-52. Curry received a dribble handoff from Andrew Bogut outside the three-point line looking to take a shot. The only problem was 4 of the 5 Clippers players on the court were all over Curry. When there are that many defenders surrounding you, the only logical thing to do is pass the ball, right? But no, not Curry. He had other things in mind. With a series of all the dribble moves you can think of, Curry left Matt Barnes, DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Hawes, and Chris Paul shocked, confused, and gasping for air. Your elders, man. Just look at Steve Kerr's reaction. Unfortunately for Chris Paul, this was not the last time he got disrespected. It was 2015. The Golden State Warriors traveled to Staples Center in Los Angeles for a thrilling showdown against the Clippers, with just 2.5 minutes remaining. Wow, disrespectful. Man, if I was Chris Paul, I'd be scared to guard anyone ever again, but I don't think there are as many things as scary as being a center in the NBA, getting stuck in a one-on-one situation where you have to guard Stephen Curry on the perimeter with absolutely no help. Well, that's the story of our old buddy over here, Rudy Gobert. It was the 2017 playoffs, and the Warriors were facing the Jazz in Game 1 of the series. Gobert at the time was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and he's usually the one making other players look dumb, but not this time. Gobert switched on to Curry thinking he was gonna lock him up, but little did he know, Curry had other plans in mind. Late in the second quarter of the game, Curry took the ball, showed off a couple filthy moves to remind us all why he is one of the best ball handlers in the league, and then left the Jazz big man in a spin cycle. I mean, it was literally so bad Gobert tried to stop Curry by grabbing his jersey. I mean, bro, Gobert, you are a grown man in the NBA grabbing another grown man's jersey. Come on, man, what are you doing? It was so embarrassing, man. Even Flight had a couple things to say.
Curry, man, nice.
This is Game 1, Western Conference semifinals.
Oh yeah, look who it is. Look who it's on. This Rudy Gobert dude. clown NBA player. Nice, I just noticed.
Now look, that was disrespectful, but not as disrespectful as our next moment on this list. You see, usually when a player sees a really good defender guarding him, they usually can't go ISO. They gotta give up the ball or most likely gotta run a play or something like that. But not Curry, no. This man doesn't care who the hell you are, NBA star, a good defender or a bad defender, he's going to have you hitting the whip and nay-nay like it's 2015 again.
What?
And there's pretty much nothing NBA players can do about it. I mean, just take a look at Kawhi Leonard here. Kawhi attempted to stop Curry from getting the ball and bit on a fake to the basket and nearly fell when recovering. Curry then faked going back door, making Leonard lose his balance. Then he faked him in the air using an escape dribble before burying a three, making Kawhi look completely lost. Disrespectful. I don't know if Curry has some type of hatred with the Spurs or if he just has a thing for disrespecting the franchise, but unfortunately for them, he's disrespected them more than once. If there was another nickname for Steph Curry, it would be Magic. And look, no disrespect to Magic Johnson, but Curry always manages to prove it over and over again. This move didn't just embarrass the Spurs defenders who look just as perplexed as you're going to look soon enough, it also brought back memories of Michael Jordan from the early 90s. I mean, is there honestly anything Curry can't do? You tell us.
One, much to your chagrin, that was it. Oh, how did Steph make that?
Just look at that and tell us if you've seen anything like that before. At that point, honestly, you just have to give up because there's nothing you can do about something like that. It's the skill set, the precise movement of the jump and the accuracy to find the basket despite turning away from it that's so impressive. I mean, you can't even do this move in 2K. It's just insane, man. The reaction from this guy says it all. Now look, that was pretty disrespectful, but in our next disrespectful moment, Curry literally sent another player on vacation. Jrue Holiday has come a long way from the rookie guard that came out of UCLA. On his good days, he can be a pest to anyone, but not so much to, you guessed it, Stephen Curry himself. Curry and the Warriors took on the Bucks back in December of last year, so with Jrue Holiday brimming with confidence after having a terrific season so far, Curry was about to put the man to the test and shatter all that confidence to completely embarrass him in his usual moment of brilliance. That's just Curry doing what Curry does best. Curry got the ball with about 6 minutes left on the clock and drove right into the court of 4 defenders waiting for him, including our man's Jrue Holiday. But he wasn't done with Holiday just yet. In a blink of an eye, he stepped back into the three-point line, faked a shot, and blew past Holiday, who was already packing his bags, leaving for a holiday. Dude literally sent Holiday on a holiday before dropping a floater on his team's head. Disrespectful. Now, trash talking is part of the game of basketball, but when you talk shit to the wrong person, it can go sideways, and unfortunately for our man's Jaylen Brown, it completely backfired. It was March 8th, 2017, Warriors versus Celtics. There was some minor trash talking between Jaylen Brown and Steph Curry, but Curry wasn't having it. You see, Jaylen Brown was a rookie back in 2017, and meanwhile Curry was in his prime. So when you get a rookie trying to talk trash to an MVP and NBA